For the Chicago Sun-Times, I'm Lori Rackl, and this is Lori's List, where I talk about TV shows worth watching this week. Make room on the DVR because there are more than usual. After 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother, Ted finally finishes telling his kids, who are practically grown-ups by now, how he hooked up with his baby mama. Hint, it wasn't Grindr. The CBS sitcom's hour-long finale airs at 7 p.m. Monday. That's immediately followed by Friends with Better Lives, a rom-com about 6 pals at various points on the relationship spectrum, married, divorced, newly engaged, single, who secretly wonder if their buddies are better off than they are.
The best part of being married, you guys, is you get to let yourself go.
What about love, companionship, intimacy?
The show moves to its regular 8:30 p.m. time slot on Monday, April 14th. At 10:30 p.m. Thursday, tune in to WTTW Channel 11 for a half-hour documentary that's part athletics, part civil rights. One Night in March tells the story of one of the most important basketball games in collegiate sports history, when the Loyola Ramblers squared off against the Mississippi State Bulldogs more than 50 years ago. The all-white MSU players captured the nation's attention when they defied an unwritten rule by agreeing to compete in the NCAA tournament against a racially integrated team like Chicago's Ramblers, the first squad with African-American starters to clinch the national championship. Sunday sees the much-anticipated return of Game of Thrones at 8 p.m. on HBO. The 4th season gets off to a relatively quiet start. The Lannisters continue to have a chokehold on the Iron Throne, but threats are mounting on all sides.
Sooner or later, Cersei always gets what she wants.
Menacing newcomer Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper of Dorne, has arrived at King's Landing with his +1 to attend Joffrey's nuptials. And we know how smoothly weddings go on this show. The sharply written, slow-paced premiere ratchets up the tension on what's reported to be the bloodiest season yet. Right after Thrones, HBO launches its new comedy, Silicon Valley, featuring a trio of Chicago-trained comics: Thomas Middleditch, T.J. Miller, and Kumail Nanjiani. They're part of the talented ensemble in this droll look at high-tech heroes and zeros fighting to become the next Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg. Not only is the show funny, it has an air of authenticity thanks to Beavis and Butthead creator Mike Judge, who mines his previous experience as a Silicon Valley engineer for laughs.
Like Steve.
Jobs or Wozniak? Steve Jobs or Steve...
No, I heard you.
Which one?
Jobs.
Jobs was a poser. He didn't even write code.
Another new cable series debuts Sunday on AMC. Turn is the tale of America's first spy ring, set during the Revolutionary War. A disparate group of childhood friends from New York become George Washington's secret weapon in battling the Redcoats. Based on the nonfiction book Washington's Spies by Alexander Rose, the series' 90-minute premiere piles on a few too many characters and storylines. Beneath these multiple, sometimes confusing layers lurks a promising show about a relatively unexplored chapter in U.S. military history.
This is war. You never know who's listening.